a calm, quiet place. A very interesting label. Why? Because although this is technically a spring candle, we see a little bit of snow outside that window. Unless someone wants to make an argument that that's white sand, I think that's what we have, is snow that looks like it could be on the coast. On the European label, you really see a lot of the detail. And I also have the US label right here. And this is the one I'm going to be using for the evaluation. Soy wax is a little bit more fragrant on cold sniff. A lot of people, let me just say from the beginning, a lot of people are going to love this one. Both men and women, this is going to be a popular, one of the favorites of the collection of 5. A little bit more aggressive on those florals than the last candle. This is taking that direction of fabric softener, laundry room, which is appropriate, right? Because what we see on the label is that Angora blanket, that faux fur blanket with the pillows. You get that very clean, laundered linen. And for the florals, lavender. I mean, lavender is used 99.9% of the time in all of the different fabric softeners, laundry detergents that we'll ever see. And this is no exception. It's a very soft, clean smell. We all know lavender. But to give it a little bit more of a punch, a little bit more power, I'm going to say peony and garden rose. That's what's going to separate this candle right off the bat from the last. The garden rose, the peony are going to give this a little bit more of that pungent, aggressive floral note. And that's not a bad thing at all, but just a bigger floral presence. And there's this sweet sarsaparilla licorice root beer thing happening. And there's some brightness provided by citrus once again, this time bergamot, and also clary sage. Clary sage has this perceived tartness, sourness on the nose. And there are many other herbaceous notes as well. Think clover, think aloe, think of just those green grassy notes. Think about when you're going down the aisle, the soap aisle in the grocery store, and you see hand soap, bar soap that has mountain or alpine in the title. A lot of those herbaceous green notes that you find on those bar soaps are going to be found in here. And that's adding to the clean factor of this fragrance, but also giving it a bath and body profile as well. So now we really have to start digging deeper. Blow off those top notes, those mid notes. Try to look into the core of this candle because there's a lot of foundation here. Cedar and vanilla, always a great contrast. And patchouli. Patchouli, if you're not a fan, don't be turned off by this. Patchouli is used probably a lot more than most people think it is in candles, in perfumes, and colognes. And speaking of that patchouli here gives this more of that earthy feel, but also puts this in the direction more of a men's cologne. And speaking of men's cologne, a dry, leathery musk, right? This isn't that floral musk that we were talking about before. And one more that I want to throw in there is labdanum. Labdanum. Where am I coming up with these words? But in all sincerity, this is something that is used all of the time in soaps. Labdanum is just this resinous juice that comes from the rock rose shrub family. But what it does is it gives you that warmer, richer, thicker, clean, soapy aroma. So really, for me, this candle is kind of spot on in regards to the name, at least for me. A calm, quiet place. This is a spa-like candle. It does take the direction of modern-day men's cologne. It's that floral, citrus, musky trio punch. Nothing like traditional old-school men's cologne like gray flannel. This is more of a modern-day profile. And because of the deeper, warmer notes in this, I think this would make a great candle for a day when you're snowed in, or just a rainy day. But it's going to enhance that experience of having that clean cotton blanket wrapped around you, sitting on the leather sofa, perhaps sitting by the fire, you're reading a book, a hot cup or mug of tea in your hand. I'll take coffee, but either way, it's going to add a little extra warmth to your day, aromatically speaking. A calm and quiet place. Now, I don't have Yankee's fragrance notes on this candle, but I do have their description, and it goes like this. A meditative fragrance, balanced, centered with gentle jasmine, a whisper of patchouli, and warm amber musk. I couldn't really agree anymore.